How ironic does it get? Just when the World Economic Forum declared and made it popular that complex problem solving is one of the top critical skill sets that you will require to succeed going forward, the world is presented with one of the most complex problems, at least in recent times, the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, how much more complex does it get than this, right? We're living through it and experiencing it, right? You guys must have heard about the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report, where they have listed out these top 10 skill sets, which are must-have skill sets to succeed in the Industry 4.0 scenario going forward. In fact, from year 2020 onwards. Now, they include complex problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, cognitive balance, teamwork, coordination, collaboration, service orientation, so on and so forth. There is a list of these 10 must-have skill sets that will allow you to succeed going forward. Now, you must have attended so many seminars, workshops, and conferences around this, and I'm sure some of you must be able to rattle them out ad nauseum, right? These top 10. But what do these really mean? Have we understood the deeper import of each of these skill sets, and how do they benefit you in your day-to-day career? So I thought we will do a series of short videos taking one skill set at a time and looking at it as to what it really means, whether you have it in you, what does it take to acquire these skill sets, and how to apply them in your real life career and business scenario. So today, let's start with complex problem solving as a skill set. Now, what is a complex problem solving skill set? What is a complex problem? Now, the subject around a complex problem is not new. Many top researchers and academicians have been at it for decades now, and they have presented some brilliant papers around this subject, and I suggest you read up and go through it. Now, a complex problem is a ill-defined problem which has a ill-defined set of solutions that you need to pick from or take and reach a ill-defined goal set even. Now, as funny as it may sound, let's try to understand that in a moment, but by first contrasting that with a well-defined problem, with a lot of well-defined solution sets, reaching a well-defined goal set. For example, let's look at a make or buy decision, or a rent and buy decision, or a lease and buyback decision. Now, it's a well-defined problem, well-defined financial structuring options available to you, and a well-defined financial goal, right? So you can pick and choose and arrive at a well-defined goal. Everything is known to you. But when it's an ill-defined problem, it is a complex problem, because you really don't know when and in what format the problem will spring on you. It normally springs upon you, like the pandemic, or for example, your deep sea cables being snapped up because of a tsunami, or the communication satellite being busted because of a meteor hit. Now, these are the kind of complex problems that can occur at a strategic level, and even at an operational level, you could be faced with these complex problems. These are problems where you don't know that they arrive, there's no pattern of selecting a solution, and there is no predefined goal set even, because you don't know whether the goal that you have reached is either correct or wrong or better or worse, because it doesn't matter. You just need to be better than where you started, because it could be anything. You could have ended up worse, you could have ended up better, so there's no one goal set, right? And it'll happen in this VUCA world. In fact, the VUCA world is all about this, the volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous world that we talk about, and the VUCA is a famous phrase or an acronym now for that, is nothing but this. In fact, leaders are often faced with complex problems that they solve, and they have the skill set. Political leaders often have a great sense of complex problem solving skill set. Imagine our Prime Minister, for example. He must be faced with I don't know how many variables and how many problems and of what complexity on a day-to-day basis, and he must be having to negotiate through that. In fact, every political leader must be, I'm sure, having some great complex problem solving skill set. Now, what is a complex problem solving skill set. Now, a complex problem solving skill set is when you are able to scenario build and envisage the future in your function or your industry or in your business. If you're able to, sitting today, think about the future and build a scenario where you can future-proof your industry or your business or your function or your team, then you have that complex problem-solving skill set. You got to be nimble about it, and the complex problem-solving skill set is not a learned skill set. It's a attitudinal skill set. So you need to acquire it. It's more in the domain of psychology and emotion, and not in the domain of something rational. So we will come up with a later video in looking at step-by-step process in acquiring this skill set. But for this video, a small hint: nature, if you're close to nature, it gives you or presents itself with you a lot of simulated atmosphere or simulated environment to develop that complex problem solving skill set. Just the other day, I remember I was with a friend. I was on a pretty difficult hill climb and a bushwalk, and all we had was a machete and a hydro pack because the grass had grown taller than 9 feet and it had just about rained, and the slopes were not just slippery, they were also steep, and we decided not to take a well-charted path, but decided to just approach it just like that, anywhere, just go. So we just went in with our machetes in hand, and believe you me, every 5 meters, the hill was presenting to us a complex problem that we needed to solve. At moments, we were even wondering whether we have an option to go ahead or should we just backtrack and give up. But nature allows you many simulated scenarios and environments to kind of discipline yourselves to acquire that skill set. So I hope this short video has helped you in understanding what a complex problem solving skill set is all about. It's an ill-defined problem with ill-defined solution set which have no past pattern that you can choose from, and an ill-defined goal set which you can't be sure whether you're better or worse off. You just need to be nimble-footed and be there and take on from there. That's what complex problem solving skill set is all about. I hope this video has helped you. If you liked it, engage with me, connect with me, share with others, press that like button so that you're subscribed, because we're going to do many such videos. Take care. All the best, and bye for now.